Welcome back to my YouTube channel, my loves. If this is your first time coming across my channel, my name is Stef. I'm the Psychic Soul Empowerment Coach, and here on my channel I talk about mindset, manifestation, healing, spiritual entrepreneurship, spiritual activism, spirituality, energy readings, just whatever I feel like talking about here on my channel. So if these are topics that interest you, be sure to hit the subscribe button below, hit the bell notification icon, and change your settings to all so that you're always notified. Now, before I get into today's video, which is all about the June 2022 energy reading, I do want to remind you that I will have all relevant links and timestamps in the comment section of this video below. It's going to be pinned to the top. So that's where you can find the timestamps to the sections you want to listen to. If you want to move past certain sections of this video, and any links to my social medias, as well as any offers or services of mine that you can take advantage of, okay? Now, before we get into the energy reading, I do want to go through my announcements really quickly, which is number one, I am going to be launching my course called Bulletproof Empath, and this is a course that I've been asked to relaunch recently, and it's a very powerful course because it really helps you to start taking back your power as an empath and really being able to not let the external world or people bring you down in any kind of way, because you have this ability to be extra sensitive and in tune with energy and emotions. So the purpose of that course is to really just take you through a deep healing process and to help you to bring up to your awareness things, areas of your life, relationships, etc., that are out of alignment, that are having a toll on you, and really supporting you and really being able to heal whatever you need to heal, shift whatever perspectives you need to shift, to take whatever actions you need to take, etc., in order to bring more harmony and balance into your life, those situations, those relationships, and really be able to feel so much more energized, so much more empowered, so much more in control of your well-being. And just really being able to feel like you can keep yourself safe and not allow anything else just to continue to impact you negatively. So I don't have an official start date, but I will be launching this program towards the end of May, beginning of June. So if this is something that really interests you, reach out to me via my social media channels and let me know so that I can reach back out to you once I have more information on it. But yeah, it's a really powerful program that has taught me so much. I pour into it lots of my own insight and experiences and wisdom that I've gained through learning how to become a bulletproof empath myself. And yeah, it's just been absolutely life-changing. If you watched my last weekly energy reading, which I will pin up here if you want in the card section here, but in that reading, I mentioned how, during the reading of May 22nd through May 28th, that reading was all around trust and trusting in just so many ways, different degrees, and how that kind of unfolded for me was really trusting in my ability to handle certain relationship dynamics in my personal life. And I was able to, have someone not be in my life anymore because they just weren't bringing the best energy to my life anymore. And even though we loved and cared about each other a lot and everything, but it just wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't supportive. It wasn't contributing to my expansion. And I was able to really just handle everything that went down in regards to that situation with so much more grace and feeling empowered and confident, and just being able to move myself through that so much more easily. Whereas in the past, something like that situation would have taken such an emotional, mental, spiritual, energetic toll on me for quite some time. But because I've become, so much more deeply connected to who I am, and I have greater emotional intelligence now. Sorry, we're still in Mercury retrograde, so I can't talk. But yeah, I've just developed certain things inside of myself that have made me such a much more confident and empowered person, and knowing how to deal with these kinds of situations more gracefully. And so I was able to process that and move on fairly quickly with my life, right? And so these are the kinds of things that I bring into Bulletproof Empath, that I support you with as you go through it yourself. And it really just completely changes the game, in your life, and it really just helps you to live a completely different reality because you're just so much more empowered in who you are. So Again, if that's something that interests you, reach out to me. I'm really excited to channel more on this version of Bulletproof Empath over the next few days, and to, get the information together and put it out there for those of you who are aligned to receive it at this time, okay? So that's what I have to say there for my first announcement. My second announcement is, if you haven't yet purchased the 2022 yearly energy reading, this is the breakdown that I did for every single month for this year, 2022. And it really is just a guide to really support you with the massive up-leveling that you're intended to experience this year, and really just help you to navigate what the energy brings up for you, because energy is always going to push you to look at your shadows, to release what's not serving you, to overcome certain situations. And sometimes when you're going through that, it can be challenging, it can be difficult. And the 2022 yearly energy reading is meant to serve as a guide. It's meant to give you reassurance, validation, encouragement, just whatever guidance that you need in that time that you need to hear, to help you to continue to move through your journey and know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're right on path. And or if you're struggling with certain things, this is how you get around it. This is how you use it to your advantage, etc. And so, yeah, that's what the energy reading is about. Is 50% off because we're halfway through the year. So if you'd like to receive the guidance for the remainder of the year and use that to your advantage to really just support yourself in reaching your potential and making the most of this year's energy, then go ahead and purchase it at the link below. And yeah, we would love to have you there, because I'm going to be meeting live with people to give the guidance for the remainder of the year, because I haven't done those videos yet, but they're coming soon in June. So really excited about that. And yeah, I really look forward to seeing you if this is something that speaks to you and you want to receive the guidance for this rest of the year. I'm recording this on May 25th, but I actually went through my notebook and read over the May energy reading as well as the June, and it was just really interesting how the things that I started feeling, especially like today and what I've been going through during May, etc., like I just was able to reaffirm and revalidate that through reading the May energy reading for the paid offer, and seeing like, wow, like I'm actually spot on. Like this is actually what I'm meant to be focusing on. Like this is actually the right path, and what I need to continue to work on within myself to continue to step into these next levels, etc. So it's been really cool to see that, and to also kind of get that little heads up for what to expect in June. So yeah, if this is something that speaks to you, go ahead and sign up below. I'd really love to support you. And last but not least, for my third announcement, if you haven't yet signed up for Awoke and joined our community on Awoke, it's a new platform for people into spiritual development, personal development. And, I will put up here the cards that have the videos where you can learn more about Awoke and why, it was originally created. It's the intention behind it, how to navigate the platform, etc. So those will be up there. But yeah, it's just a really awesome community, and it's really great to see just like the amazing people that are on there, the friends that I've made. I really love that space, and I love that, we can just connect with so many people that are just so amazing and loving from all over the world, and just be there to support each other and encourage each other and see one another grow and succeed and evolve. So yeah, if you want to be part of this kind of space and you want to have access to free resources, classes, workshops, etc., and just awesome people, then definitely be sure to sign up and connect with us there. We would love to have you. All right, so that's it for my announcements. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And now I think it's finally time to get into the June 2022 energy reading. And I do want to say, for anyone who's curious as to what the difference is between the paid reading versus these free readings that I do here on YouTube, I feel like they're drastically different. I give you specific practical steps in the paid offer, and that paid offer is specifically geared to growth and development. And so it means that, I talk about like what you need to work on within yourself and what you need to strengthen and what you need to shift out of maybe, or what you need to do differently. how you need to shift your perspective differently, etc., in order to allow yourself to succeed, in order to allow yourself to step into the next level, in order for you to be able to manifest the things that you desire. And so those paid readings are specifically geared towards people who really want to look back on 2022 and know that, you know, they gave it their all, and they really use the energy to propel them forward consistently, you know. And so yeah, you know, like that's the purpose of those readings, is really to just kind of serve as a guide, letting you know, like, yeah, you're right on path. This is what is actually supposed to be coming up. Nothing's wrong with you. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not crazy. Like, and if you're struggling in certain ways, this is how you get around that. You know, this is how you alchemize that. This is how you can use it to become stronger in these ways, or to attract blessings in these ways as a result. You know, so it helps you in these ways. And the free energy readings that I do here on my channel are still great guidance, you know, and great validation and stuff like that. But the energy is just different behind it. The guidance is just slightly different. So yeah, you know, like, do what feels best for you. And if it speaks to you to take that paid offer, go for it. But anyway, I want to get into the June 2022 energy reading. So to be honest, I was a little bit like perplexed this afternoon after reading my like June reading for my paid offer versus this one, because they're a little bit different. But this message today is what people need to receive based on, you know, who's going to receive these on YouTube. And whoever has my paid offer, you're going to have a slightly different message, because that's what you need to receive there and what you're ready for. So June is going to be a bit of a doozy, in the sense that it will feel intense, because there's a lot of massive restructuring of your lives and of yourselves. It's just like a massive kind of transformation in a way. Like, things are going to be shifting, moving. Like, it's gonna feel like a lot, basically. Okay. And because this is the energy that June is bringing forward, this massive restructuring of your lives and of who you are, this is going to require you to do deep inner work. Okay. And by doing this deep inner work in June, you're going to be able to feel like you're on more solid footing by the end of the month, because you're going to be so much more deeply connected to who you truly are, and your life is now going to be in greater alignment because of all this restructuring and like inner work to, you know, be aligned with who you are, and then like restructuring things so that it's in alignment. So it's, you know, life is going to be much more aligned, and you're going to feel so much stronger and more confident in yourselves, and confident as you look towards the future. Okay. So I got an image in my mind's eye when I was channeling this of like plastic surgery and liposuction, or those kinds of things. And initially, when people, you know, go under anesthesia for these kinds of surgeries and things, and then they come to, they don't feel good. They feel sore all over the place. There's bruises, there's swelling, there's stitches. Like, it's a hot mess. You know, and it's painful. But, you know, like if you think of like liposuction or like plastic surgery, you know, like they take bits and pieces out, they move things here and there, you know, maybe they take fat from one part of the body and put it in somewhere else, or like they take pieces of skin out and, you know, remove those kinds of things. So that's the restructuring. And, you know, that process is like, once they're recovering from the surgery, like it's not necessarily, you know, fun. And of course, you can always shift your perspective to embrace it much more easily, right? But we're human, and for most people, that is, an active practice. And so if you can do that in June, go for it. But yeah, it might feel a little bit intense because of all of this deep inner work, deep inner realignment, and then like deep outer alignment, that you're taking action on, etc. But even though it's not necessarily going to be easy, it's going to feel very empowering for you, and you're going to know that this is what needed to happen for you. Like, you needed to go through this powerful transformational experience because it's the next stage of your evolution, And when it comes to the example of plastic surgery, like, when they're recovering and they're with the bandages and things like that, they're taking it easy, they're slowing down, or whatever it is that's part of that process, like, that's not necessarily like fun or enjoyable. But once they've healed and they can take the bandages or the stitches out or whatever, and they can see their new self, they're like, wow, like, I look amazing. I'm so happy with the version of me that I'm seeing in front of the mirror or whatever it is, right? And I'm not saying anything bad about plastic surgery or anything. That's people's personal choice. You do you, whatever feels good to you, whatever feels in alignment. But what I'm saying is like, that's the kind of feeling that people are going to have at the end of June by going through this deeply transformative experience during June, this energy of restructuring and you going within and realigning, etc. might not necessarily be fun, but at the end of it, you're going to be like, this is exactly what needed to happen. And I'm glad that it did, because now my foundation is super solid and I am, this highest version of myself that I had been shifting into, but I feel that even more now. I can see that more now, and I'm actually so much more confident about my future and about being able to create the life that I want as I move forward, and really just being in that energy. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's the energy for June 2022. I really hope that this has helped you, and I wish you all the best of luck with the energy in June 2022. And now I'm going to pull some cards to see if we have any additional messages for June 2022. So what is it that the people need to know today for their highest good in regards to the June 2022 energy? Oh my God, a card flew out. Hold up, let me pick it up. Oh, okay, this one came out. Okay, another one flew out. They're like, okay, this one came out. Oh, wow. Okay, so I got these two cards from this deck. Archangel, count your blessings, and I got these cards from the other deck. Archangel, faith, and Lady Nada. And this card says, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. It's late, so my ring light is in the way. And this is the Archangel Faith card. And it says, stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. So I want to read these cards to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But the Faith card, okay, is the following. It says, Archangel Faith. Faith is the archangel who is focused on bringing out our benevolence. Just like her name, she is about faith and trust. She reminds us that the world has taught us to believe that we are separate from love, and that if we begin to see the good in others, then we will start cultivating a loving experience of the world around us. So the message is, stay calm and breathe. You are a divine being of love who has done so much good in the world. You may be going through personal transformations and feel that you're not getting anywhere, but Archangel Faith is drawing close to you to guide you beyond the limitations that your ego or fears have created for you. You may be trying to work out whom to trust. First, trust yourself. When you do this and recognize that you are made of love, you will attract those who reflect that love and can enjoy true friendships and loving relationships. Know that good is here to stay. I love that card. This one, Lady Nada. Lady Nada is said to be another incarnation of Mary Magdalene, but even if she is, the energies are slightly different. Lady Nada is the spiritual priestess of love who once existed in the land of Atlantis. She is the light force that helps us awaken our heart to the divine love we deserve. The light keeper, whose essence allows the light within our heart to expand, revealing a true, naked, and vulnerable aspect of our soul. She brings an opportunity to experience divine love, whether through a relationship, adventure, or experience. So the message is, the cave of your heart is opening wide for you to experience divine love. You have an opportunity to overcome past pain, heartbreak, and letdowns. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself, and then allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have courage and move into a state of trust. You are reminded that when true love is present, when divine love is present, there are no obstacles to overcome. It will be there, clear, pure, and real for you to experience. Your relationships are being brought into harmony on all levels of your life. Give and receive divine love with yourself and all those around you. I love that. When divine love is present, there are no obstacles to overcome. It will be there, clear, pure, and real for you to experience. I just did a TikTok with a similar message on how not everyone's expression of love is healthy or good. And so healthy and good love, like, it is there, it's pure, it's good. Anyway. So these are the cards for June. And then I have Count Your Blessings and Earth Angel. And I do want to read the Earth Angel card, which says the following. There's two messages, okay? The first one, the angels are so grateful for all your positive thoughts and actions you do for others. They want you to take some time to see how amazing you are as a person. They are so blessed to have someone like you helping them to do their work here on earth. You're an angel of the earth. Thank you. The other message is, instead of working out what you want next in your life, ask yourself these simple questions. How can I be of service? How can I first serve myself? Do you hear the phone ringing in the background? Someone is calling, and I'm not going to go pick it up because I'm busy. But maybe that's a sign for some people. Someone is calling, spirit is calling, who knows? You ask yourself these questions. How can I be of service? How can I first serve myself? And how can I extend my help to others? When you have the answers, know that they are guidance from your angels. They want you to be just like them, and by living your life in a balanced way, for yourself first and then for others, you will become a living, breathing angel. So this is what I have for you for June. And what I want to add to this, if anything, is just simply the fact that June is really a month for you to let go of things that keep you from embodying a higher level of your truth, a higher level of faith, a higher level or deeper knowing of your worthiness And that's going to be part of the transformative experience that you go through in June. As you go through this process of going within and doing this deep healing and releasing what you need to release, or giving yourself what you need, and restructuring your life accordingly, part of what needs to happen is you need to let go of behaviors, thought patterns, beliefs, etc., that just really keep you from embodying this greater faith and knowing that like life is good, everything's working out, you'll be able to achieve or create what you desire, you'll be able to have those amazing relationships that you want, etc. You know, like that's part of the restructuring that needs to happen. You know, releasing the fear, the worry, and remaining calm and cool and collected and centered in your deeper knowing that all is well, that everything will work out in the best possible way. There's an expression that says, like, you know, from the Bible or something, that's like, have the faith that can move mountains. And that's part of what some people in June need to work through, is cultivating the level of faith that can move mountains, cultivating the level of faith that can allow for miracles and amazing things to take place in your life, to happen. But for that to happen, you need to go within. You need to release things that keep you from really embodying that level of faith. And you're going to have to restructure in terms of your perceptions, how past experiences, how you interpreted past experiences you went through and the meaning you gave to them. Certain things in your life today, etc., that are causing you to stay in fear instead of faith, and like shifting those things so that you can cultivate greater faith. So yeah, you know, this is what I have for that. And then this card, Lady Nada, really for me just symbolizes what I talked about earlier with, you know, at the end of the healing process from surgery or whatever, and you see yourself in the mirror and you just see a completely different person who's radiant and glowing and is the version of you that you always knew yourself to be, right? Like, you're gonna achieve that transformation, that glow up, that, you know, shift or whatever it is, by maintaining your faith and working through the things that impact your ability to have that faith, that knowing in who you are and your destiny and what you're here to do and what you're here to experience and live and achieve. And this is going to allow for you to really open up your heart to receive, like finally start receiving some of the things that you've been calling in. Like, first of all, it's going to allow for you to see yourself as this version of yourself much more quickly, but it's going to allow for you to open your heart up and to be more of this version of you. I feel like another message I need to bring forward is this Archangel card. And if you see how she's looking down at this like earth and she's holding it in her arms like a baby and smiling at it, looking at it tenderly and lovingly. And I feel like there are some of you here watching that focus a little bit too much on being of service to others, or of being of service to your ego or material things, whether that's unconscious or conscious. No judgment there, but it's about this month being of service to yourself And how can you give to yourself in June in ways that will help you to feel better, to feel empowered, to feel aligned, to feel confident, to feel supported, to feel capable? You know, how can you be there for you and look after yourself like a guardian angel and show up for yourself in ways that you would like the divine to show up, but to give that to yourself, you know, so that you can connect much more deeply to who you truly are, and as a result serve other people much more powerfully via this deeper connection to your truth and yourself. So yeah, take that if that resonates, leave it if it doesn't. And last but not least, I feel like this gratitude card, you can't really see right now, but the gratitude card is, I feel, something that is going to help some of you with opening your heart more and stepping into greater levels of faith. It's going to help you to shift your mindset in out of like expecting the worst, expecting negativity and stuff, and really be able to see that things always do work out for you, that your prayers are always answered, that you are supported, etc. So really, you know, say words of gratitude, do a gratitude practice, whatever it is that can help you shift out of the negative patterns around not having enough faith or belief or trust, and seeing that, you know, you are supported, it's all working out, it's all good for you, and it's all coming together for you. So those are the messages I have for you today. I really hope that they have helped you. If this video supported you today, please give this video a thumbs up here on YouTube. Let me know what you got out of this video today in the comments below, and feel free to share this video out with anyone that you feel would benefit from it. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. I will see you in the next video for the next energy reading or whatever else I post on here. All right, bye.